Hello everybody, it's Danielle with Inspire Me to DIY, and fall is almost here, so I'm pretty excited to start some fall decorations. How about you guys? Are you decorating your house for fall yet? You can see it still says summer on the sign back there, but everything else is fall. So I guess until September 21st, 22nd, it's still not really fall, but it's close. Today, I don't know if you had seen the video that I made with the minimalist vase out of the Jenga blocks. Well, these are the Jenga blocks. I don't know if you've ever played, but they're these little tiny wood blocks. I got these at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, and you get 72 blocks for $1.25. No brainer. So I made 2 of those vases, and I still had all this left over. I had only bought 2 boxes, so out of the 1 box, I got 2 of those vases and a lot of blocks left over. What we're going to make today, one of the things, is this cute little, I don't know what it is. It could be a decoration, it could be a magnet, it could be a shelf sitter. I have those 3-tiered, what do you call them? The 3-tiered, they're not really shelves, but the things that go in the center tray, 3-tiered tray. Oh my goodness! And this would look perfect on that for fall. All it is the Jenga blocks. It's a little bit of ribbon and some fall paper, and you can get a whole bunch out of this one piece of paper. So you could be making these all day long. Let me show you first how we made this one, and then we're going to make a little stack of books, which, guys, I just always loved the little stack of books. I used to use real books and paint them and, write little things on the sides, but now I actually use wood to do it, and I usually have scraps of wood. These little scraps would be perfect. What you're going to do with those, let's paint our books first, and then we'll go to this. That way our paint will have a chance to dry. You're going to take your little blocks like this, and you're going to glue them together side by side. So I have 3 sets of those. These are already glued. And you're just going to stack them, and they're going to be a little stack of books. Isn't that cute? That is going to look so cute on your little tiered shelf. But let's paint these, and I want my books white. Where's my white? Right in front of me. My apple barrel white. Now, I did not bring out a paper plate to pour my paint out onto. I don't usually like to do that because I think it wastes paint. So I pour a little bit in my cap, and then what I don't use, I pour right back into the bottle. Okay. This is a little thicker than I like it also, so I'm not sure. It's a brand new bottle. I think it's the matte, so it shouldn't be so thick. The gloss paints usually are thicker. So sometimes you have to thin them down. And with acrylic paint, all you need is water to thin them down with. Just a little tiny bit, and you can thin out a whole bottle of paint. Ugh. My allergies are just kicking. So if I sound kind of funky, that is why. There's tree pollen, and then everybody is cutting their grass and trimming their hedges, and just kind of gets to me. Now, you're not going to get by without getting paint on yourself. If you notice, my fingers already have yellow and orange paint all over me. I'm going to paint all sides of this. Really, you only need to paint the top and all the edges, because the bottom's either going to get glued to the next set or it's going to be on the bottom. But I usually paint all 4 sides, and you can touch up once you, oops, I didn't do this side. You can touch it up once it dries. That's my cat. She's allowed in the living room today, and she's so excited with herself, she doesn't know what to do. Normally she's not allowed in the living room because she likes to bat at all of my floral arrangements, and she likes to rearrange the house a little bit. Let's just say she has her own decor style, and it doesn't go with mine. So normally she's not allowed in the living room. So if you hear a crash, that's her decorating. Geez, got 2 of these done already. And I have a little fan going. I don't know if you can hear it, but that's to, well, it serves 2 purposes. One is to dry my paint, and the other one is to keep me cool with all these ring lights. Okay. Just gonna set this one up like that. And then this last one, I used hot glue to glue these together. You can use wood glue, although it takes a little longer to dry. So I like everything instantaneous, everything. And hot glue does that for you. Oh my goodness, I do have paint all over. Did you notice my shirt follows my favorite color? That is new on my website, inspiremefabulous.com. I'm not quite sure the price. I think it starts at like $22.50 for a small, and then goes up from there, but not a whole lot. Okay, so let's see how good I am at not knocking those over. This is my paint water, but it's clean right now, so I'm gonna try to clean my fingers off with it. Okay. Oh, not too bad. That's what I love about acrylic paint, because it cleans off so easily. Make sure you clean and dry your brush right away. I'm going to pour this paint back in, because with this little fan going, it is drying out my paint quickly. I'm going to have to use my brush again. All right. But see, I only use such a small amount of paint, and if I would have poured all of that out into my paper plate, it would have all been wasted. And I know paint's not that expensive, but I go through it a lot. So anytime I can cut down on the budget, I'm a happy girl. Okay, so while those are drying, let's make one of these, because these are so cute. I got really excited. You can take little tiny eye hooks. It's a metal with a screw on the end that you can screw into the wood, but then there's this little circle at the top. So you can screw one of those down in the top and hang a ribbon to it, and hang it on if you have a fall tree. If you have, anything you want to hang it on would be perfect. But I think, and I don't have any, but I think I'm going to buy some magnets and put it on the back and have some of these on my refrigerator, because I think they're really cute. I just love these. And you can't really tell. It's 3-dimensional. So what I did is I cut out 2 pumpkins. Here, let me show you on this one. Here's my pumpkin paper, but I like that little pumpkin in the center, so I cut out another one. And I'm going to put a piece of cardboard, just regular old cardboard, that I cut out just small enough for the pumpkin in between. So it stands out from the picture a little bit and looks a little 3-dimensional. So let's do that first, so we don't have to do it once it's all framed. And I'm going to use my hot glue, because I didn't bring my Elmer's glue out here, which Elmer's glue is probably best for this because it's paper. I mean, hot glue will work, but it is kind of overkill. I had a drip hanging from my gun. Okay, so you just, it was my cardboard's purple on the other side, so I just glued a little piece on there, and then I'm going to glue on top of my cardboard and put that over the top of the other pumpkin. Now the pumpkin itself had these little leaves coming out of it, and I didn't want to cut around those, so that stayed, there's a glue string, that stayed on the first little pumpkin underneath, and the other pumpkin's just sitting on top, so it looks a little 3-dimensional. I don't know if that is, what do I was focusing in? Is that focusing in? Oh, thank you, Helen. These turned out so cute. This one I did in orange, but then I used some of my yellow paint, and I'm using the Waverly, because Walmart has it now, so it's chalk paint, and chalk paint, it's still acrylic, so you can still clean it up with soap and water, but the chalk paint seems to work really well on wood. It performs a little better than the apple barrel. So, and you can see with my yellow, you can still kind of see the wood grain, and that's the look I was going for. If you want it to cover completely so it's more opaque and not see-through, what is that? Opaque and whatever the other thing is. Oh, well, you could do 2 coats if you want it to be more coverage. Hold on. We had Bible study here last night, and it went really long. It was wonderful. I absolutely enjoyed it, but I'm a little tired today. So if you look at this one, how I glued them together, you can see they're kind of like offset of each other, so it makes a perfect square. If you want to do it like 2 sides and then set this one on top and the other one on the bottom like that, it's going to be more of a rectangle. So you kind of want to offset it to make a square. Hopefully you can see. Let me do this side. And it's kind of best if you lay it out first. And I'm going to kind of tip it so it stays more flat. And then this one, a little bit of glue, I'm going to go on the top and kind of stretch it out this way. And then you can see how the kind of a funky shape it made. Well, that's because this one's going to sit right in there and make your square. I love how that works. So I want to put glue on this edge. Whoa, that's a lot of glue. Let me use some of it for over here. Okay. Set it on a flat surface so you can make it more flat. What do you think? Oh my gosh, this is really cute. It got really dark in here. Maybe we're going to get another thunderstorm. We've been getting them every single day. Now, we haven't got a lot of rain, but we got a lot of thunder and lightning and darkness. But I really like that. Makes me want to have a cup of coffee and curl up and watch the show. Okay, so now see how that's painted on that side and on this side. I'm going to take a close look at it to see which side looks better. I think this is the better looking side, so I'm going to have that up. I wondered if I was going to start coughing with all the grass mowing going on. Peppermint. Okay, so now I'm going to take, now I got a mint in my mouth. I'm going to take and find my paper, do my square over the top to find which pumpkin I want to look good. And that's how I did it with this one that I already cut out and glued my second pumpkin to. But I'm just going to center this over it. I actually like that side better. And see where it's going to look the best. Put a little glue around my edge here. Whoa. That went. There we go. That globbed out just a little bit. And I almost used my finger. I would have fried it. Perfect. Okay, you can see on the edge there I got a little bit of my paper, so I'm just going to trim it off. There we go. Oh, that's really cute. I love how these are turning out. Now I am going to, you know what I did? Oh, this is so cool. This one I turned the blocks on edge, and this one I made them flat. So look at the edges. So now I've got a thicker frame and a thinner frame. I like the thinner frame better, but this one's really cute too. I didn't even realize I did that. So now you can make them 2 different ways. Now I brought out different ribbon because I needed some skinny ribbon. And I think for this one, I'm going to do the black and white polka dot. And all I'm going to do is make a little bow. Oh my gosh, that turned out really cute. So unexpected. Did not mean to do that. Now, I'm not a very good bow maker, and I kind of have to play with it quite a while before I get it right. I'm going to go down my ribbon a little more. I might waste some, but it's hard when you have like ribbon that is only printed on one side, because you want it to look, you want to be able to see it on both sides of your bow, so you kind of have to twist your ribbon. Okay, I think this is cute. I'm going to cut it right here. This tail is a lot longer, so I'm going to have to trim that. See my little bow? Wait a minute. There. Cute little bow. But let's make this one a little bit shorter. Whoa. And I think, what do you think? If I put my bow there, yeah, it's got to go in the center. It just has to. No, I'm going to tighten it up though, because it looks like it might want to come loose. A little bit of glue on the back. Oh my gosh, that is darling. That is so cute. But this is 2 different ways to make it, and I didn't even realize there were 2 different ways to make it. I love those. Those turned out so cute. Let's make our little stack of books. Let's see if my paint is sort of dry. I am using a parchment paper down here. Normally I use newspaper, but these would have stuck to the newspaper, and that's not a look I was going for. So these are still a little wet. So let's make another frame, and this time I'm not going to paint them. I'm just going to glue them and make them a natural look. And you can, in doing that, if you're not going to paint them, you kind of want to take a look at, at your wood grain. So you want it to look, you don't want one to be all stripy and the other one to be more clear, unless you do. I don't, so I'm going to kind of do it this way, because you're going to see the ends of it more than you're going to see the flat side. You kind of want those to match up a little better. Okay, I'm kind of like, oh, perfect. I am liking that because there's no grain. Let me find one that's real stripy. Well, now that I'm looking, maybe something like that. See how it's real stripy? I don't want that. I want something that's more of just a clear wood. So I'm going to do it that way. Set these out so I have them like I want them. Let's see. Like that. So I'm going to put a little glue here. There are so many things. I went on Pinterest. There are so many things that you can do with these little blocks. Tons. The Christmas stuff is so amazing. And I can't wait to do some of those. It's very cute. Okay, so this one's going to sit on top. And then, wait a minute. Yes. I didn't want to do it wrong again. I'm all nervous about it. That end there and that end there. Okay, oops, it slid a little. That hot glue off. That was not so hot, so that's good. I've got glue strings flying everywhere. Oh my goodness. A lot of glue strings. So there's my little square. I think that's really cute. And I'm going to do, I have this paper, so I'm going to put this on the back. Let's do that, and then we'll see from there what we could put on top of it. So I'm just going to kind of center it on my paper. And then I had a pencil, right here in front of me. So I'm going to kind of go here and here, and then cut it out. And I might have made it a little too big, but that's okay because you could trim it. Nope, no problem whatsoever. Okay, so this is my paper. It's going to be on the, I'll center it. Wait a minute. That's really cute. So we need to put leaves or a pumpkin or something in there for fall. And I have this paper. And the opening's not real big, so if you do a really big leaf, it's not going to show. I kind of like the orange. Maybe I'll do that one. Okay. I want to find one of those close to the edge of my paper so I don't, cut a hole right in the center of my paper and you waste all that paper. Okay. I'll do this one. This one is going to call for some glasses. Thought I was going to get by without having to use them today. Nope. Because of the little stem on here, I want to cut as close to the stem as I can. I'm just going to cut around. That way, you won't have all this excess paper. It'll look more like just a leaf. So I have a cat on one side of me and a dog on the other side of me. Neither one of them care for storms. So if it's thundering miles and miles away, they hear it way before I do. So I always kind of look at them to see if a storm is coming. And it looks right now that there might be one close. Oh, I even have glue strings on my face. So I have a number of new shirts on my website, inspiremefabulous.com. This is only one of the new ones. I love fall, so I had to have fall shirt. And there's a couple more fall shirts on there, but then I have one of my favorites is hashtag small town girl, because I totally am. And I love that shirt. I'll have to wear it for you sometime. That one, and there we go. See, I have a little tiny around that around that stem, just enough to that you can see there's a stem there. All right, do I have enough to do the yellow one also? So I got 2 leaves on there. I do, but I'm trying to find a smaller yellow one that's close to the edge. Looks like this one. I am always saving little tiny scraps and bits of things. Ribbons, papers, but you can use them for so many things. I'm trying to make homemade Christmas cards right now because December 1st, I mail out all my Christmas cards and I need to have them done by then. But if I if I make my own Christmas cards, I'm working on them now, so because I want to get them all done and all looking great, not like, wow, you can tell she made that. I want it to look like, wow, I wonder if she bought these all individual like this because they're so cool. I send out a lot of Christmas cards because it's just always been a tradition in my house. I've done it since I was 17, I think. Always mailed out Christmas cards to people. I know it's a dying art. Usually anything that you mail anymore is pretty much a dying art, and it's sad. All right. I like that. Hold on. Now this is where I kind of wish I had my Elmer's glue and not my hot glue, but just a little tiny dab on there. Make sure you get it as centered as possible. I don't want a big glob. Come on, tiny. Oops. It's not coming out. There. Okay. Wait till you see this. It's going to be awesome. Wait till you see this. Put my glue on around here. Center it. I have to trim around the edge. Look! Look at that. I love it. I love that. Let me trim my paper and we'll put a ribbon on that. And then we'll do the books. But I really like this natural wood. I might make a bunch of those that way and not, whoops, sideways. That way and not actually paint the wood. That is so cute. All right, I am, glue strings. I'm going to use my other ribbon that I brought out. This is more like a chevron. Let's see. Make a bow. This is why I waste so much of my ribbon, but that part that I cut off, where'd it go? It's here somewhere. I have a little piece of it. I'm definitely using that for something else. And this ribbon's great because it's printed on both sides, so I don't have to twist it to get my bow to look right. All right, put a little glob on there. I really like the bow in the center. Oh, isn't that sweet? I love how that looks. Really awesome. Here's my 3 together. These are the 2 that I did on the ends. And this is the one where I glued them when they're flat. You can tell it's bigger. These are so cute. Wouldn't these look really sweet on if you put magnets on them and then you had a magnetic wall, or I like to hang up cookie sheets and then hang my or stick my magnets to them and then put like little notes to myself that I need to do that day or that week, and just have these as your magnets. So cute. All right, let's make our books because I need stuff for my 3-tiered shelf. I like to change it out for the different seasons, and I don't have any fall stuff. All right, let's take a look. These ends are probably going to need a little more paint, but I'll do that at another time. Find one that you like that has the best side on it. I think this is my best side, so that's going to be on the top. And I'm just going to glue this little stack of books together. Oh, come on. So easy. All right, make sure you line them up good. Now you can write little words on there. It's fall, y'all, or fun fall football. I don't know. Whatever words you want on there. I'm thinking I might like to do the, I like this side better. I want to do the it's fall, y'all. So I'm going to take my Sharpie marker I have a bunch of them here, so hopefully I've got one that works good. I'm gonna cough again. Goodness. Excuse me. Okay, it's fall. I'm going to use all caps because I'm just better at that. Y'all. Is that adorable? I know it's backwards. Super cute. You can write anything you want on there. All right, now I'm going to take black and white. I want the black and white. I like this. So what I'm going to do is I am going to tape like a little thing around there. Aww. And then maybe put a bow at the top. Let's see. Goodness. Stop. See where my words are. I want to make sure I don't cover those up. Aww. You can make so many things for your little tiered shelves. Tiered trays, tiered shelves. What's the matter, baby? It's my dog. My dog went. Goodness. Okay, so there's, is that cute? But I do think it needs a bow. So let's do that. Oh, all the allergies are, symptoms are going to come up at once. I'm going to cough, my nose itches, I'm going to sneeze, all that fun stuff. Okay. Almost done. And then I'm just going to glue that on the top. And later on, I'm going to put a close-up of all of these on Facebook so you can see it. Aww. Oh, that's a glue string. Is that not cute? So we have this, and we have these little guys. So great fall projects for $1.25 of these. Well, you didn't even use a quarter's worth of these. Some little bits of ribbon that you have and some paint and some scrapbook paper. And look at all the stuff you can make. How much fun. You can make these with your kids. You can make them as elegant or as easy as you want. Well, elegant sometimes can be easy. Wouldn't these look really cute on a table if you have company over for dinner and each one gets one at their place setting? That would look so sweet. So if you love this project as much as I did, because I love this project, super easy and so fun, hit the little follow at the top. Please excuse all of my allergy symptoms because, dang, fall is usually my time to shine on that. Hit the little follow at the top. You can see more of my videos. You can see all the things that you can do to beautify your home, make your home more of your own for little to no money. I'm all about the budget because these days, what else can you do? The budget is everything. So I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you next Saturday. I will also see you Wednesday night. I will be doing another fall craft. So Wednesday night at 7, come and join me and have a great Saturday. Bye.